the compression effect. The compression effect is about doing more or achieving more or having a higher impact on things, yourself, others, and life in general, while compressing your time, compressing your energy, compressing your output, compressing your focus. And compressing does not mean necessarily doing less of it necessarily. It means taking all the stuff that you may have been doing or that you want to do and compressing it in so that we can get more done with less. Let's talk about exactly what the compression effect means and what it means when it comes to having a power presence as an individual. Number one, low output, high impact. Weak people tend to overexpress. They talk too much, they do too much, they use up a lot of energy and a lot of time doing a whole lot of things that mean very little. And somewhere amongst all the stuff that they do and say, there may be some substance in there. The problem is it gets lost in the sauce of all the other nonsense. Powerful people, on the other hand, they compress their behavior. They say less, but it has a higher impact. They do less, but the few things that they do has a much higher impact on everything. So powerful people, they can actually put out less, but the less that they put out makes a whole lot of impact, whereas weak people do all this stuff and it means a whole lot of nothing. So make sure you're at this low-high ratio. Number two, stillness. When you can stay still while other people fidget, and I mean this in a literal sense. Some people fidget. They fidget with their hands, they fidget with their feet, they fidget with shifting their weight, they fidget with their eyes, they fidget with their mouths. They're talking all the time. If you can remain still, grounded and calm while everybody else is fidgeting, you start to control the tempo of the room, you start to control the pace of the place. When you are the calm one while everybody else is losing their minds, you're the one in control by default automatically. And number three, focus. When you are able to eliminate noise, fluff, and insecurity with your focus of compression, you speak and act only when it matters. Again, you can put in 15 minutes of time that has more impact than somebody else's 3 hours of time. You can make one statement that has more impact than somebody else writing an entire book. That is what the power of compression does when you learn to compress your energy, contain your energy, first of all, compress it secondly, not allow it to leak out of you thirdly, and then use it strategically and purposely and intentionally when you want to and when it makes the most impact. That's when you start to have a true power presence, not only on other people, but also on yourself. This applies in a social dynamic, same way it applies in a professional dynamic. You want to start using this stuff and make it part of who you are as a person. I'm not talking about some behavior modification nonsense. I'm talking about biological identity shifting. That's what I coach people on. You want to learn how to do this and use it in your personal life and your professional life with me as your direct coach. Get into my mastermind, go to the link in my profile, Power Presence Mastermind with me directly as your coach. Work on your game.